Thank you for pitching your ideas here. That was an innovative session. As we near the end of our session, I would like to announce that we will be having an open mic session. This is an opportunity for all members of the audience to share their innovative ideas and thoughts. We welcome anyone with ideas to step forward and contribute to the discussion. However, I kindly remind everyone to maintain a respectful environment during this session. Let's ensure that expressing their ideas feels supported and encouraged. Constructive feedback that fosters confidence and growth is greatly appreciated. The stage is yours. If anyone have any ideas or who want to share their ideas, you guys are welcome. All ideas are welcome.
I am Praveen from GVPCE. I participated in the SH competition. In that they given the problem statement, a drone-based surveillance for the vessels playing in the port areas. For that, I have done a solution. I have made.
Okay, problem statement is two parts. Cochin port.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Port, yes, sir.
One is land survey for which is for encroachment and usage, and two is again the sea coastline, the survey for vessels and tracking of vessel movement.
Yes, sir.
So I'm just trying to, because I see those problem statements.
Yes, sir. And the third point is that we have to create a management console for the port authorities. So my idea is that I have prepared a drone which is like autonomous. You can control it by autonomous or also by pilot. And I have made a Raspberry Pi for that. But because in port areas there will be large cranes and structures, so that the drone will be autonomously avoiding the obstacles, and also it will be helpful for the pilot in order to control the drone. And next also, for the tracking of the vessels, we have created a model like that. Means in port areas there will be large ships, cargo ships, and also small boats. The idea is to track every individual boat and also keep on tracking, and we have to show in the user management control system. For that, I have a general idea that the live video will be transmitted to both the operator and also to the AWS cloud platform. For that, there will be cloud processing. Therefore, live video transmission will be generating images. From the images, every boat will be acting as a bounding boxes, and if the bounding box threshold level, confidence level is getting threshold level, will be keep on tracking. And also during these boats, the different boats like shipping boats, like fishing boats, and other tourism boats, and also the cargo ships, they identify with the flags. They have flags, and also they have codes, like which is Vishakhapatnam, there will be V, and also the number. Our system will be tracking those numbers and will be checking the database whether it is the same boat is also in the database or not, if it is a foreign ship or not. If it is a foreign ship, that will be sent to the management console system also. And also we have for the delivery show stoppers, because in ports there will be nearby airports, so we cannot fly a drone if any aircraft is passing above the port. So there will be a showstopper. And also during cyclones and weather system, in oceans the wind speed is very high and we cannot decide the weather. And also for that, the drone has a special control system, flight controller. It will be stable even there is a turbulence in the air, and also under using of frequencies, we are also working on that. That's it, sir. Any questions on that? Please.
I have few questions actually. Like first of all, what is the size of the boat you are trying to do the when you do the surveillance? What is the size of the boat you want to detect it? Because there's something like fishing vessels and boats are going to be very difficult. And the second one is like you're talking about the database. Certain vessels which won't be there in the database even if it's from India, and even something like naval vessels you will never get from the database.
Yes, sir.
And even if less than 24 meters or some certain length of the ship, it's not required to have a part of the IMO registration also. That's the second point. And third point is what do you call that? So you talked about okay, how far you want to go ahead just to the shore?
So it's based upon the port limit. While considering the problem shipment, we will be talking to port authorities. They'll give their areas and they also limit. We will be putting in the database.
Okay, very close to the port. Right?
Yes, very close. For the Cochin port, this is 7.5 kilometers, sir.
And
For
why you want to have the tracking of the each object?
Because first one is encroachments, sir. In port areas, not only the government ports are there, but also there will private ports also will be there. Now the private ships also will be there. You can know that Mumbai attack happened due to the intruders, for the safety purpose and the security purpose.
There probably I feel you might be able to use something like particle filter based prediction or something, because it's not only just a tracking. If possible, you should be able to predict how the objects are moving in much ahead. So then I think that might be helpful. Like multi-object tracking.
Yeah. From a solution perspective, I think I was there when I was analyzing this. I was there
Yes, sir.
online.
Yes, sir. You are
So
the.
again, I will come back to the same old this thing. With a drone, you cannot probably cover all that area, and this is real time. Have you seen the flight radar stuff online? All the global flights that you can see where
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
what's the technology you have in India? Largely GIS and geotracking. If that, based on the object that you identify and then you are able to track it. See, I think you'll have to go beyond this thing. Two is, are you going to do a satellite-based tracking? One, because India has now navigation satellites all over and they will be able to do that. One. Two is, because it's multi-place and it's not 7 kilometers one line. It is a large square kilometer area in a port, and it is land plus port. And if it's 7.5 kilometers, just one drone going, coming, how long? Because you continuously, real time monitor the movement. So other things is, people have started talking about solutions using floating buoys, where you have sort of LoRaWAN mesh network, which is keeping a track of the whole thing, or towers, floating towers, which can keep a track of the whole port. So think a little bit beyond drones, because drones are still, it's okay for doing your land encroachment and land surveys, not the sea side of things. I don't think with 7.5 kilometers, that's one straight line. Think of a diagonal.
We have to use swarm of drones. Will be advanced.
That is too much. Again, again you're saying, think a little bit outside box. Floating, I said floating towers.
Yes.
No drone at all. Yeah, so you have to think a little bit different.
One suggestion, sir.
One constraint.
So you are
Sir,
discussing
sorry,
about
sir, we'll discuss
just,
it
just one
offline, sir.
suggestion. Yeah. You are suggesting about object detection using drones, right?
Yes.
So one major problem is you are not targeting only the sea, but even the port. So there will be a lot of ships which are already docked. And another thing is the jetty area and all. Say if for example a crane is there on the jetty, it detects like a ship. So I am telling this from real time experience.
Drone is not a solution. That's what last time I was telling you online.
Yes.
We have one more chance for another open mic idea. If anyone have any idea. Good evening everyone. I am Ben Deja. I am also classmate of Jeevan Sai, who presented ECHO previously.
my idea is not an idea actually. It's a thought of me. Last year I visited Rushkonda beach. Then while we go to beach, we just want to swim in the beach ocean, right? Then while I am swimming, I can get so much of waste, plastic waste around me, which is somewhat disgusting for me, even for me. Then some thoughts came in my mind, like, did anyone watch Benton during your childhood?
Yeah, I do. Even I do.
In one of the season, you get a robot like it will just clean the ocean. Like it will be selected some area, it will clean that place, and it will dump it at one place, so that someone ocean cleaning agents might be helpful for them to clean it easily. This is the idea of me, like just using this presentation, sir. So let us say I'm appointing some robots. It might be like a pulley in a showroom like Spencer's, etc. You know pulley, right? It might be in the shape of a pulley, and there might be robots like 10 or 20 robots. Let's talk about Vizag city. It is appointed to clean this much of area. The area of presentation. Okay, I'm going to appoint one robot for this small area which covers the box of Ahab, and each robot will be given with some boxes of areas, such that every robot will be provided with two types of batteries. One battery is a backup battery, and one battery is for working to make it work. Okay. I want to train AI so that it will just capture the images. Okay. One thing, it is not over water, and also it is not underwater. It is just floating through water. Some part of it might be above water, some part of it might be below water. It is not a submarine, it is not a boat. It is just going to float on the water. Okay. Some part of it. Okay. Let's say if there is a problem in the machine, and is stuck in this point. Okay. And the service center is in this point. Okay. That's why I have given the backup power, such that the backup power is such that it can go from this point to this point. And if the robot is in this location, I'm going to take the largest distance. Okay, not the smallest distance. I'm going to take the largest distance, such that I can provide the energy sufficient to go from that particular position to the backup power.
Okay, questions? Can we ask
Any
questions?
questions?
Even if you're talking only tourist spots that you want to,
Not only tourist spots.
everywhere, you know how much cost it would be to put it in
Just an idea.
900 odd kilometers across India, because it floats all over the place. Think of a different way to look at the sources of these things that or floating plastic or something that gets floating plastic. What even the outside whatever snack that you said, that's also single-use plastic, which is your Aldiram packets and all that. Nobody talks about it. So one thing. As per research, 94 or 93, 94% is not of the pollution is coming from the city through the drainage system. It's not what people eat and throw in the sea, and that doesn't go into the sea. It's only in the sand. So instead of trying to have every coastline covered with multiple robots and all that stuff, which is again some issues of things moving around, can you think of wherever the drainage system is entering into the rivers, into the sea, can you pick up everything from there before it enters as a preventive stuff, rather than once after it gets into the sea, trying to destroy? Just a different thought. That's it.
I will try.
Go ahead.
Thank you all for participation in today's meeting. We encourage you to share your thoughts and suggestions on how we can further improve these meetings. Your feedback is greatly appreciated and will be taken into consideration as we endeavor to make each subsequent gathering even better. And we have a few announcements. First, we have Indian Institute of Petroleum and Energy is having a Technofest next weekend. I request the IIP team to announce the details.
Hello, good evening, aspiring entrepreneurs. So I am here to present before you a very interesting competition, and it's kind of a niche to you because you all are having too many ideas, and this speech battle event is just for you people who have ideas and want to maybe check their ideas, learn what to do next. We are not doing it for big startups because we are not providing big fundings, but with the tremendous help of Ravi sir and Srinivas sir, we have been able to pull it off, that we can provide you celebratory prizes of 25k cash prize, where the first prize is for 12,000, second team prize is for 8,000, third is for 5,000. So bring out all your ideas and how can you build up a company on that idea. We have this two-stage competition where we'll be filtering out your ideas on the basis of your answers. The first stage will be in a documented form where you will be answering some question regarding your total addressable market, your vision, what do you think about your sector, and how your company can evolve in future. And on that basis, we'll be selecting final 10 people who will be able to present before the panel of jury members who can guide you in future if you are really interested and if you are really capable. So when I was starting my journey in this area, I didn't have any guidance. So if you are just starting out or you wish to start out, this is a platform which I would have aspired for if I was in the place of yours. So it's just a week away. Our deadline for the first stage is 9th of the October. But since all of you are in Vizag, you don't need any train ticket or plane ticket to come here. We can extend it to 11th of October for only AU people, not for anyone else. So we want most of the participation in this. We don't have, we won't be able to generate 25k or 70k from this event. So we won't be generating revenue for this event. We are just trying to bring up most of the people, network them together, and if possible, some of the ideas can spark in that event. So share it to your friends, and coming and being an audience does not take any fees from. We are not charging to be an audience or spectator. You can come and join. One more thing I'd like to add, that even if you are not selected for finals, the people, those who will be there at finals will be very good people, and you can learn from them. We have got responses from IIM Kashipur, IIM Mumbai, New Niti Mumbai, IIM Rohtak, IIM Lucknow, NITs, IIT Kharagpur. So if you are competing with those minds, and even if you qualify for the finals, it will be a major boost. It would have been for me if I was competing in the competition, and it would have been tough for you if I was competing. So one place is vacant for you all. So one place is vacant for you all. Please do apply. Here is my number if you can, if you want to contact me. Thank you.